Hi everyone, and welcome to Raccoon's Radio Ranch. In this video, I'm going to share some classic CB radio commercials with you. I know I previously made a video showing some classic commercials, and you should probably make sure to check that one out too. But I recently combed the internet for more CB radio commercials for you to watch, which are in this video. More CB radio commercials from the 1970s. Part 2. So let's go. First up, a CB commercial from Target stores.
Sir, don't put off buying a CB again. Target's entire stock is on sale, 15 to 35% off. There's a whole department to choose from, like this Midland 13830 model. Illuminated meter, dual conversion receiver, full range squelch control, PA switch. Target sold hundreds at $109.87. It's now only $69.87. There's a CB on sale just right for you at Target, 10-4.
Next are a couple of commercials for realistic CBs featuring Charles Napier.
You're coming in loud and clear. Must be a realistic CB radio.
10-4, good buddies. My new 40-channel realistic. Radio Shack's got it on sale right now for only $79. I saved $60. Best deal I've made all year.
That realistic sure is a good brand.
10-4 on that. You can depend on realistic. They've been making them for 16 years.
The sale price 40-channel CB by Realistic. Only at Radio Shack. The Tandy Company.
I'm not gambling with my safety this winter. I just put a CB from Radio Shack in my car. At only $89, I saved $60. Now, wherever I drive in any kind of weather, I feel safe. This switch is my instant shortcut to Emergency Channel 9. One of 11 front panel features. Sale price realistic CB. I wouldn't drive without it. Now just $89. Only at Radio Shack. A Tandy Company.
Take it from me. On today's highways, you need the security of a dependable CB radio. So do what I did. Get a realistic CB at Radio Shack. This 40-channel is on sale now for just $99.95. You'll save $70 and save yourself a lot of trouble. Tell you, my guy that really knows.
When communication counts, you can count on Realistic, the sale-priced Realistic CB. Only at Radio Shack, a Tandy Company.
Then we have a commercial for a local CB shop in New Jersey.
You better not touch that, Dad. It's gonna get mad. It's okay. It's in my brother. It's under warranty.
My dad used to take me to Buzz Brothers all the time to get his CB radio serviced, so when I needed one for myself, I knew exactly where to go. These guys are great. Not only do they service the CBs in shop, but they have a lifetime guarantee on all installations. Now my wife wants a backup camera for her SUV, and I know exactly where to take her.
This commercial talks about the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit change, the law that started the CB craze in the 1970s.
America, meet Grinnell, Iowa.
Good morning.
Like go fishing?
Yeah.
Who caught the biggest fish last time you were out?
Daddy.
Your dad got the biggest one?
And I had to walk home.
You had to walk home. Why, because you caught the smallest one?
Yep.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I ain't.
In 1975, highway deaths in America were down by over 9,000 from 1973. And more than anything else, it was the 55-mile-an-hour speed limit that made the difference. All of us, by slowing down, helped save more than 9,000 people, the equivalent of every man, woman, and child in Grinnell, Iowa. And then some.
I really love you. You love me?
55 miles an hour. It's a law we can live with.
Here's a commercial for the Midland Convoy Buddy, featuring C.W. McCall.
10-4, the rubber duck is on the way, good buddy. I had enough of that trying to fish the flat. I just couldn't get a doggone bite. So I called on my convoy buddy, see if he could make it right. With a million Midland CBs around, there's always one to help you out. So thanks to my convoy buddy, the old duck's gonna get him some trout. 10-4.
Join the Midland Convoy, get a Midland CB.
When you get a Midland CB, you get a convoy buddy. Come on.
Next are a couple of old home bred commercials because of the truck driver theme, also featuring C.W. McCall.
Well, it was I-29. We was cutting the fog. Just me and old Sloan. Old Sloan's my dog. We had a heat-seeking old homebred missile out of Sioux City with a load of fresh donuts. We made a right turn sign, gave Franny a shake, and took the Honey Creek ramp and applied some brake at the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Looking for Mavis. Now, we've been every place between here and South Sioux, and we've seen us a truck stopping waiters or two, but this gal's built like a burlap bag full of bobcats. She's got it together. Well, she come out to meet us. I was checking her order. 36 plain and a dozen assorted. Old Sloan just sat there watching and wagging and wishing. I said, you wait in the truck, boy. And then I went inside. She says, what'll it be? It says a plain for him and a chocolate for me. And she come back with a big old sack full of old home dunkers and a bone for Sloan. I said, much obliged. Old Sloan gave a bark. I left her an invoice, and he left his heart at the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Yeah, old home is good donuts.
Well, trucking old home, I was working the blizzard. She is colder than the Minnesota well digger's gizzard. I was up to my drive shaft in 18 inches of slush. Heavy white stuff. I had a jackknifing rig that drove like a sled, had a busted chain and a load of bread for the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Mavis was snowed in. Well, I stopped my boots off and gave her a grin, shook out my cuffs and tracked on in. Says, how's about warming up a stool for an old home sled dog named C.W.? Says, I'll tell you what, instead of chewing the fat, I'll fix a 2-on-1. I says, what's that? She says, a pair of fried eggs on a slice of that old home stone ground and a quart of hot chili. She says, it's cold outside. I bet your truck won't start. Says, you know what to say. Cold truck, warm heart. Well, she threw me a look that'd melt the crust off a half a loaf of old home butter top. Well, it snowed 6 feet up a telephone post, but Mavis and me stayed warm as toast at the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Yeah, old home is good bread.
Well, Interstate 80, I was cooking alive, thermometer red, about 105. I had a 10-ton old home bread truck pumping all day, pumping out steam. Had 1,000 cubes and they was running cool. Was till I run out of bread truck fuel at the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Give me 10 gallon. Well, she filled my tank. I said, thank you, honey. Her name was Mavis. I gave her the money. Says, how's about an old home burger and an ice cream cone? Cool myself off with. Put a patty on the grill and back she came. Says, tell me, truck man, what's your name? I said, C.W. McCall, and I haul for old home. You call me C.W. Well, I gave her a wink. She eyeballed me. It was old home love, plain to see. And then she handed me an old home burger and a pretty pink tray. Nice fresh bun. Well, I finished up the burger, said, bye now, hun. Then I left her a truckload of old home buns for the old home filler up and keep on the trucking cafe. Old home is good buns. Well, trucking old home just west of Cleaver. Road was wet, slick as a beaver. A windshield wiper been a whopping up a storm all day. Heavy preset. Well, I popped the clutch, gave the tranny a spin, geared on down, slid on into the old home filler up and keep on trucking cafe. Hung up my slicker. Well, I grabbed the stool and spied the waitress. Pretty little thing, name of Mavis. Ordered up a nice fresh old home pecan roll and a cup of hot C. Well, I poured the coffee, she as hot as a pistol. Took one sip, destroyed my whistle. I had to cool my choppers with additional old home rolls. It's guaranteed fresh. Well, I looked outside, it was cold and wet. I had a truck full of rolls, so there we sat. Just Mavis and me and the truck and the rolls and the rain. Yeah, let her pour. Well, them old home rolls was a pure delight, and if it hadn't cleared, I'd have stayed